Country. Rod Zimmerman here with you, and in the studios today, Mr. Kenny Chesney. Kenny, brand new album called When the Sun Goes Down. How do you describe it?
I describe this new album as a roller coaster ride, really. Because I think that when you listen to a record, you want to be taken on a roller coaster ride emotionally,
right?
And so I think that hopefully that's why I almost called it roller coaster ride, because there's so many emotions, highs and lows on this record. Okay. And there's a lot of partying, there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of loving, there's a little bit of leaving. There's a little bit of looking back, and I think something for everybody, and I think that's, somebody asked me the other day, they said, what's the theme of this record? I said, well, there's really not one theme. There's 11 of them. There's 11 different chapters to this book. Right. And each chapter has something different to say, and each chapter has a different emotion. Each song has a different place to take you. Right. And I'm proud of that. Good. I'm glad that that's the way this album has turned out.
Starting in mid-March, you're going to be back on the road with your new tour called Guitars, Tiki Bars, and a Whole Lot of Love. What can we expect from the show?
Well,
yes.
You know what? You can expect from the Guitars, Tiki Bars, and a Whole Lot of Love tour to be a lot of fun. Good. Our shows have become less of a show and more of an experience and an event. And this tour is only going to hopefully capitalize on that. We have taken our energy level on stage to just an enormous level, right? Into an enormous place, and it's kind of crazy. We started rehearsals yesterday, and it doesn't seem real that we're starting rehearsals for this year, but we are, and because to do it the way we're doing it, and to present ourselves the way we want to present ourselves on stage. We have to be prepared. This is not something you can go a month before the tour starts and put it all together and have it be great. I feel like that when I go on stage the very first night, we got to feel like that we've already been out on the road for 2 months. And that's why we're starting this early. And people are hopefully just going to come there. Last year there were people out there partying in the parking lots and grilling hamburgers at 4:30 and partying way before the gates open. Right. And I think that's going to be the atmosphere that we're going to have again this year. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
You're coming off a triple platinum album, the biggest country tour of 2003, a sold-out stadium show with 62,000 of your closest friends and a truckload of awards. What do you want to accomplish next?
Well, I've still got a lot I want to accomplish. I've still got a lot of dreams. I've still got I feel like a lot of great songs to write, a lot of great songs to sing. Yeah. And, hopefully in the next couple of years, we'll just keep growing and growing and growing. Right. And there, believe it or not, there's still a lot of people out there, I feel like, that don't know who Kenny Chesney is. Oh, my God, I'm speaking in third person. Yeah. But anyway, I just feel like there's a lot that I want to accomplish still. I still have the burning desire to make great music, and that's what it all boils down to, really.
Is success everything you thought it would be?
It's everything I thought it'd be and more. Really? Success is every corner of the room for me. It's great. It definitely has its downsides, right? But the good sides definitely outweigh the bad for me.
What's the best part of having achieved success?
Being able to, provide for my family like they would have never been able, to be able to, I wouldn't say that I'm as wealthy as a lot of people are, but I can buy my mom basically anything she wants, and that's really cool.
Let's flip things around for a moment. What's the worst part of having achieved success?
Privacy.
Yeah.
That's basically the worst part. I've got people jumping my fence and stealing my trash. Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah, you get used to it. What would you be best at if you were to change careers?
What I'd be best at? Probably an island tour guide.
That's a stretch. What was the luckiest moment of your life?
Luckiest moment of my life. God, I feel like we're 80 and I'm reflecting back. So far, the luckiest moment of my life. Wow. The luckiest moment of my life, I don't know if it was luck, but when I was in college, I had to make an 86 on a test to graduate. Right. And I made an 86 and a half. I think she gave it to me. Really? But that's probably the luckiest moment of my life. If I'd still be in college right now trying to pass that class.
What are you most grateful for?
My family, my friends. I'm grateful that God gave me a chance to make music. Yeah. I'm grateful that to have the health to go out and share that music with a lot of people, and hopefully change a few lives in a long, and have people be passionate about your music. I get to do something that not everybody gets to do.
That's true.
But I'm grateful that I still have, a lot of my family that are still with me, and I've got a lot of great friends. I'm grateful that I get to share this with everybody.
Wrapping things up with Mr. Kenny Chesney. Kenny, what's the best single piece of advice you've ever received?
Wow. The best single piece of advice I've ever received is, my grandfather, before he died, he had lung cancer, and he knew he was going to die. And I sat out at his house with him one day, and he goes, I know you're moving to Nashville. I know you're going to try to do this. And he goes, I just want you to please do me a favor and do yourself a favor and surround yourself with good people.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in a wrong crowd.
Right.
And he goes, and that's why I feel like I have David out there and Tim and Daryl and all those guys that I grew up with. We were playing Little League baseball together. We were in a college dorm together. We were doing laundry at our college. You go, man, wouldn't it be great to be out there on the road on a tour bus one day playing music and all of us just driving around in that tour bus? Wouldn't that be a lot of fun? And now we're doing it. So I don't know if that was advice or a request, but that was probably the best advice I got.
Kenny Chesney.